Dear friends, in this lecture, we will demonstrate the linear transformations from the vector space Rn over R to the vector space Rn over R with respect to their standard basis. Okay, we know that the standard basis of the vector space Rn over the field R, E1, E2 and En, where Ei means the ith coordinate is 1 and the rest of them are zeros. Okay, and here one thing point to be noted that we we are keeping the order of E1, E2, En is fixed. So first we consider the linear transformation T from the vector space R to the vector space R. Okay, if we take any point x from R, then we can write Tx as T of x into 1, right? So here this x is a scalar quantity. Okay, and since T is a linear transformation, so we can write it as x into T of 1. Okay, so if we call T1 as A, then Tx looks like Ax. Okay, where A is nothing but T1. Okay, so the linear transformation T from R to R can be determined by the value of T at the point 1. Okay, so if the value of T at the point 1 is 0, then this linear transformation is nothing but the zero linear transformation. Okay, now we consider the linear transformation T from the vector space R2 to R. Okay, and for that, let us take a point, say x comma y, from the vector space R2. Okay, then T of x comma y can be written as T of x into 1 comma 0 plus y into 0 comma 1. Okay, again, since here x is the scalar quantity and y is the scalar quantity, okay, and T is a linear map, so we can write it as x into T of 1 comma 0 plus y into T of 0 comma 1. Okay, if T of 1 comma 0 equal to A and T of 0 comma 1 equal to B, then we can write it as x plus dy. So the linear transformation T from R2 to R can be determined by the value of T at the point 1 comma 0 and 0 comma 1. Okay, so more generally we are interested to define the linear transformation T from the vector space Rn to the vector space R. Okay, so for that, let us take a vector from the vector space Rn. Okay, now we can write the element x1, x2, xn as a linear combination of the basis vector u1, u2, en, as thus the linear transformation T at the point x1, x2, xn is, since T is linear, so T of x1, x2, xn can be written as x1 of T1 plus x2 of T2 plus xn of Tn. Okay, and we call T of Ei as Ai. Okay, so the linear transformation looks like sum over Ai xi, where I equal to 1 to n. Okay, so if T is a linear transformation from the vector space Rn to R, then the linear transformation can be determined by its values on the basis vector u1 to en. Okay. So in example 3, if t of ei for a particular I is equal to 1 and t of ej equal to 0 for every j not equal to I, then this linear transformation is called coordinate function or coordinate map. Okay. So coordinate map, and that coordinate map is denoted by pi I. Okay. Is defined by pi I of x1, x2, xn equal to xi. Okay, and see, this coordinate map is a particular type of example 3. So obviously coordinate map is a linear map. Now we are considering a map T from the vector space Rn to the vector space Rn. Okay, so now let us take a element x tilde, that is x1, x2, xn from the vector space Rn. Okay, so obviously since T is a map from the vector space Rn to Rn, so obviously T of x tilde is a m tuple and each of them is a map from the vector space Rn to R. So obviously we can write T of x tilde as m tuple where each one is itself a map. Okay. Because anything writing the first coordinate, that is actually depends on the vector x tilde. Again anything we write here the second coordinate, that is again depends on x tilde. So obviously the first coordinate or second coordinate or nth coordinate of this m tuple is a function of x tilde. So we can write, if it is a map from Rn to Rn, then we can write T of x tilde as T1 of x tilde, T2 of x tilde and Tm of x tilde. Okay, we are considering a map T from the vector space Rn to Rm. Okay, so obviously T of x tilde is m tuple T1 of x tilde, comma T2 of x tilde, comma Tm of x tilde. Okay, now if we apply the coordinate map on the vector space Rm, okay, then this vector, this m tuple goes to Ti of x tilde. Okay, so this vector goes to Ti of x tilde under the map pi I. Okay, so yes, we have a map Ti from the vector space Rn to R. Okay, so obviously the map Ti can be written as pi I compose T. Okay, moreover, just check, if T is linear, then obviously Ti is linear. It's an easy exercise that if T is linear, then Ti is linear. Okay, since we are trying to find the linear transformation T from the vector space Rn to Rm. So obviously Ti is linear. If we take x tilde from the vector space Rn, then T of x tilde can be written as the intuple T1 of x tilde, T of T2 of x tilde, and Tm of x tilde, where each Ti is a map, linear map from the vector space Rn to R. Okay, so we can write it as sum over a1i xi I equal to 1 to n, comma sum over a2i xi I equal to 1 to n, and the image coordinate is sum over a-ami xi, where I equal to 1 to n. Okay, so this is the linear transformation T from the vector space Rn to the vector space Rm with respect to their standard basis. Okay, so if T is a linear map from the vector space R3 to R2, then T of xyz can be written as a1x plus a2y plus a3z, comma b1x plus b2y plus b3z. Okay, so next we consider another example. Let T is a map from the vector space R2 to the vector space R2 by T of x comma y is equal to x plus y comma x into y. Check whether T is linear or not. The answer is no, that is this map is not a linear, because if you look at this first coordinate vector, that is T1 of xy, that is T1 is a linear map, but the second coordinate T2 of xy is actually x multiplied by y. Okay, so obviously if T is linear, then T2 looks like ax plus by type, but here T2 of xy is equal to x multiplied by y. So this map is not linear map. So obviously this map is not linear. Okay. Okay. So in this discussion, we saw that the general form of the linear transformation from the vector space Rn to the vector space Rn with respect to their standard basis. Thank you.